Yo, what is going on, guys? We are back today for another video. So I'm going to be making a lot of videos on the Wheel of Fate, probably a lot of content on it, because I like it. Like, I had a really fun time going through it and doing it, but a big part of that was on stream with you guys. You guys just make streaming and playing this game like so much more fun than if I'm just doing it by myself. But yeah, man, Wheel of Fate, there's a lot to talk about with this. So far, I have 100% completed the first quest. We did it in 2 revives, which is pretty good. I'm going to be making a guide on that first quest. That's the plan, to help you guys get through that first quest, and hopefully guides on the other ones. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get to the other ones. I'm leaving this weekend to go on a little camping trip, but it's only for a couple days. I'll be back soon. But yeah, man, we got to talk about this stuff. So it's very controversial at the moment. And what I want to be talking about in the first video here is just the way that Kabam went about this, because honestly, it pisses me off a little bit. And I absolutely feel like I got baited. Like, just completely jebaited by Kabam. And I'm not the only one. I'm definitely not. I was just reading in a chat of like a competitive Battlegrounds chat. People that get top 100, C5, like every single season, end game grinders. And like, all of them were under the same impression as me. Like, so I can't just be stupid and have misinterpreted things when so many other top players, are thinking the exact same thing. Like, Kabam absolutely baited us. So what am I even talking about? All right. Now, the first thing we need to do is go into the stream. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and mute in game for a sec. So we're going to jump to the official Kabam stream here. I got it pulled up right here. Let me move this over a bit. Okay. So this was 11 days ago. This is actually like right when I'd gotten back from my cruise. It was actually the day that I got back. I was waiting at the airport at LAX. Me and my girlfriend were stuck there for like 8 hours or something, like all day. So we were just chilling. We were chilling in like this pizza place, and we finally had Wi-Fi. After not having Wi-Fi for days. So hop on the free Wi-Fi. We're chilling at the pizza place, and I was like, oh, the Kabam stream. So I watched it while we were just waiting. So I'm going to play the important part right here. So they just went through the Quest 1 rewards. They just went through the Quest 2 rewards. So now they're about to get to Quest 3. And so let's listen carefully here.
Move on to the next one.
Very nice.
For quest number 3, you get the profile picture. You get 6 full tier 4 alphas. You get the rest of the Awakening Gem shards. You have an Epoch 7-star Nexus crystal, which gives you a choice of 5. You have 2 tier 7 basic, and look at that.
So all that so far, no problem at all. They explained the rewards perfectly. There's just one thing that they haven't touched upon yet, and that's this right here, this selector that we've never seen before. So what exactly do they say about this?
Champion selector. Little tease as to who might be some of these defenders. We see Serpent, we see Spiral, and we see this guy right here. Now,
so boom, they just told us that it's defenders. So they just told us 3 champs in there: Bullseye, Serpent, and Spiral, right? Like, okay. Well, who else is in there, right? What do they say exactly?
What this selector is going to be giving you a 7-star champion of one of the 12 defenders in this quest. So that's a new kind of thing that we're doing.
Okay, let's listen to that one more time.
What this
selector is
going to be giving you a 7-star
champion
one of the 12
defenders
in this quest. So that's a new kind of thing.
Okay, so a normal, rational human being hears that and comes to the conclusion that there are 12 champions in the selector. Like, I think of myself as an extremely logical person. I hear that and I think, okay, there are 12 champions in that selector. I'm certainly not alone in thinking that. A lot of people thought that too. That's what they said. One of 12 champions.
Thing that we're doing here with this. We're
okay.
obviously not going to be spoiling the rest of who's going to be in this. You're going to have to wait and see.
Okay.
But that's those are the rewards for Wheel of Fate. It's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after all that had happened, Kabam had to be like, oh, they made an oopsie. Like, oh, crap. We forgot to tell them that the final boss of the quest is not in there. Deathless Thanos. So they said, Kabam Crash made a specific post saying the selector does not include Deathless Thanos, which, that's fair enough. He's not one of the 12. He's the 13th. Gore, Dazzler, you count. There's 12 champs, and then Thanos. Thanos makes 13. So, fair enough. You wanted us to get Deathless Thanos through only the Deathless pieces, the selector, and everything. That's fine. That's valid. That makes sense. That makes sense why Thanos is in there. And they told us specifically, right? So, still, every logical thinking person is still thinking, all right, there's 12 champions in that selector. No Deathless Thanos. That's what a logical thinking person would come to the conclusion of, right? I did. That's the conclusion I came to. And then, you know, the quest finally goes live. They never said anything else. The quest finally goes live. And, like, I just wanted to get in to see who's on the map because that's who's going to be in the selector, you know? So I immediately, like, okay, who's in here? Gore. All right, I don't care about Gore. Dazzler. Okay, Dazzler's kind of cool. Lady Deathstrike, don't care. Enchantress, whoa. I already have her, but that's a cool one. Thor Eggs, whoa, that's a weird one. You know, he doesn't exist as a 7-star, so that's cool. Arcade, okay, another defender, I already got him. I don't need him. Leader, okay, I already got him. Yeah, I don't need him. Bullseye, cool, another defender, I already got him. I don't need him, though. And then this, Torch. What? Torch is in here, man? No freaking way. That's awesome. You can get a 7-star Torch for free now, you know, instead of having to spend $1,000 for the July 4th sale upcoming, you know? Oh, they're gonna sell him for money with this big sale, and then there's also a way to get him for free through content. Like, oh, dude, that's awesome. That's immediately the first thing I thought. It's like, damn, okay, I can get a free Torch. That's probably who I'm gonna go for. Who else is in here, right? Serpent, Spiral, we already saw them. I already got them, all right. Then Dust, like, okay. Well, Torch, of course. He's like, dude, he's the creme de la creme. This is amazing, bro. The cream of the crop. Like, yes, we can get Torch, right? And so immediately I was like, damn. But like, I was a little skeptical, like a little bit, of course. Like, I was not expecting to see Torch in here, so I immediately put a message in the content creator program Discord, and I was like, so Torch is in the selector, right? And I got a response saying, no, Torch is not in the selector. Huh? But you guys said 12 champions. No. There's only 10 champions in the selector now. Huh? What? Dude. What? That doesn't make any damn sense, dude. Like, like I said, I was reading line chats. Even in my own alliance chat, people thought the same as me and were confused. Like, we can pick Torch? And then as soon as it was confirmed that we can't pick Torch, people immediately started saying, well, then who's replacing Torch in the selector? You know, because everybody thought it's a 12 champion selector, because that's literally what they said on the stream, man. So, yeah. Then Kabam made this post here. So, greetings, summoners. The Wheel of Fate is now open, prepared for all summoners willing to test their might. The quest consists of 3 chapters with 12 unique bosses before Deathless Thanos boss. There's choice no between each fight that heals your champions to full, blah, 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 tags, right? Rewards, right? So, Wheel of Fate Champion Selector. So, Wheel of Fate Selector, your choice between Gore, Dazzler, Lady Deathstrike, Enchantress, Arcade, the Leader, Bullseye, Serpent, Spiral, Dust, or a Titan Nexus Crystal, or a 1-time 7-star Deathless Piece Selector. So, yeah, man, no Torch. I absolutely feel baited. I think this is completely Kabam's fault for miscommunication. Like, I don't think the blame is on me or anyone else who was misled by what they said, because that's what they said, man. They made it sound like it was going to be a 12 champion selector. You know, correct me if I'm wrong, roast me if you think differently, but that's absolutely what I thought. And it was definitely a bit disappointing, you know, and it makes total sense from Kabam's side of things why Torch is not in the selector, because they want to make a bunch of money selling him. It makes total sense, but like, tell us it's not a 12 champion selector before. Don't let us get our hopes up and then be super disappointed. Again, it feels like another rug pull. So, yeah, man. I wanted to make this video. Let me know what you guys think. I'm very curious to hear all your guys' thoughts and feedback on this particular issue. I don't know if Kabam's going to do anything about it, like, compensation-wise. Like, I don't even know if they should or not, but I don't know. I feel a bit jaded after all this. Just, yeah. So, let me know what you guys think about the whole Human Torch debacle. Did you get baited as well, or were you just a super genius and you already knew that it was going to be a 10 champion selector? Let me know in the comment section down below. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. And yeah, let me know if you guys want to see a guide for all 3 quests of the Wheel of Fate. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.